Hello everybody, today I'll be talking about SCP-106 and how to survive him on SCP Secret Laboratory. So, to start off, at every time that somebody ends up getting captured, there is always a chance of death and a chance of life. But once again, he could recapture you and bring you back to the death door. Now here is a simple way on how to avoid death. So to start, you're going to want to find some useless object that doesn't really aid you in any true way. So let's start by saying a flashlight or anything else that you do not deem useful. Now, why a flashlight? Why would you need that? It is very simple actually. SCP-106, on certain servers, the area he has, you will end up finding your dead comrades on the floor, surrounded by a pile of their stuff. Now, those are the doors you want to avoid, but there's like 7 more doors that you know could be safe or could not be safe. And so you have to think, what could I do to end up surviving this? Simple. You grab your flashlight and you drop it at the door you're about to leave through. You go there. And somehow you ended up surviving. You pop down over here. And then you're like, oh my gosh. I'm alive. And so you run to the room and then you run to the room and you trap yourself in the area that'll kill you. We'll call this death door. But whoever else that was is dead and won't be able to press the button that will essentially kill your character that is already in there. But you will have already been put into a queue to be put back into the real world as either Chaos Insurgency or in security team. So you've made it to that door, and now the next person spawns in. They're confused on where to go, so they see a flashlight and no dead body. So they think if I go this way, then I'll be good. Now by this time, maybe the SCP already knows what's going on. And by that I mean he knows that somebody escaped and has killed himself essentially. This guy goes through the door. He figures out that it's okay. He probably has 50 health by this point. So, he presses the button, killing you and the SCP. But on some servers, in these rooms, to make sure that there is more of a death count, and making the SCP-106 less likely to kill a lot of people in the end, unless, I'll go over unless later. It'll make it less likely to kill people in the end. So, there's no dead bodies, and anything you drop will go. So, that'll leave the person who's trying to find their way out confused. And they might end up choosing the same path that some other poor soul chose. Killing them instantly, having them pop out of existence. Poof. Now, a way to make your other chances of life better is by splitting up. Why do you split up? Because many people in these situations are like, hey, you go first, and I'll come after you if you're not dead. And you're like, okay. But they die, and you think, okay, I don't know if they're dead or not. Then you decide to follow them, and then boom, you're dead. But if you split up, then your friend goes the same way, he dies. And that means that you can either go the same way as him, which is a bad idea in most cases, or you could choose a different door. After choosing the different door, you realize you're alive and your friend is gone. This will probably make you happy, which then you can go on to do this step, up here. And you kill yourself, essentially, to have your fingers, I'm assuming, broken into very small pieces on a table. or something. I haven't actually looked it up because I don't really want to see that. So in total, make sure to leave items where you lay. After you leave the area, drop an item before you go. That way people will know if you're going to die or not. But make sure to do that only on servers that have the bodies stay in the actual area. That includes items also. And that's the trick to surviving the pocket dimension in SCP, what's it called? Secret Laboratory. Thank you guys, and goodbye.